technologies such as AI and blockchain, and fostering international cooperation can disrupt illicit trade networks. We will also discuss the critical balance between robust enforcement and facilitating legitimate trade, all aimed at strengthening our economic resilience. Distinguished and learned guests, ladies and gentlemen, now it is my privilege to introduce the outstanding individuals who will guide us through these important discussions. Our moderator for this session is Mrs. Rozila binti Mustaffa, Deputy Director of Customs at the Royal Malaysian Customs Department. With over 25 years of experience in leadership roles, she has made significant contributions to enforcement, legal research, and customs integrity, and has represented Malaysia at several international conferences on trade facilitation and customs law. Joining her on the panel are distinguished experts who will share their insights on the critical issues at hand. Mr. Cheong, Director of the Customs Enforcement Division at the Royal Malaysian Customs Department, brings over 34 years of expertise in smuggling analysis and enforcement strategy. He has played a key role in the department's efforts to combat illicit trade and strengthen international cooperation. Mr. Ahmad bin Shafi'i, Director of the AMLA Management Section, Investigation Department, Inland Revenue Board of Malaysia. With over 20 years of experience, Mr. Ahmad has played an important role in criminal and special investigations and anti-money laundering. He now leads AMLA management and strategic operations to combat financial crimes. Together, these experts will help us navigate the complexities of illicit trade and explore strategies that strengthen economic resilience, ensuring the protection of national economies in an increasingly interconnected world. And to moderate the session, we cordially invite Mrs. Rozila binti Mustaffa. The floor is yours, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon, and a very warm welcome to all the delegates to the Asia International Security Summit and Expo. We are here to discuss a very interesting topic regarding the defending national economies, strategies to combat illicit trade and strengthen economic resilience. And in this forum, we will be discussing firstly the impacts of the illicit trade on national economies, and we will also go on to discuss the enforcement strategies for combating and detecting illicit trade, and to highlight the importance of international cooperation in our efforts to combat illicit trade. And to spearhead our discussion, we have here with us two esteemed and distinguished panelists who are both experts in their respective fields, and to share their valuable insights, experiences, and give information and share the strategies adopted to in our efforts to combat the illicit trade. And let me proceed with the introduction of our panelists. On my left is Mr. Cheong, Director of Customs Enforcement Division, Royal Malaysian Customs Department. And at the far end is Mr. Ahmad bin Shafi'i, the Director of AMLA Management Section, who are equally experienced in enforcement, and both of our panelists will be sharing their experiences and opinions regarding this matter on the perspective of Royal Malaysian Customs and also the Inland Board of Malaysia. Very special welcome to both of you, Mr. Cheong and Mr. Ahmad. Okay, as we know, the Royal Malaysian Customs and the Inland Revenue Board of Malaysia, these are two agencies that play critical roles in ensuring the stability and the growth of the national economies. And both agencies manage tax collection, regulate trade, and also combat illicit economic activities. And it's for a fact that it shows that from our statistics that illicit trade poses a significant threat to it undermines the government revenue. And it covers all of the illegal production and distribution and sale of goods and services. So my first question to the panelists would be, so this question will be for the both of you. Could you briefly share your perspective on the landscape of illicit trade in Malaysia today? Can we start with you, Mr. Cheong?
Thank you, Mrs. Moderator. A very good afternoon to everyone. Basically, illicit trade is a very wide subject. And then basically in Malaysia, illicit trade is also so-called handled or dealt with by various agencies. So by virtue of this, from the perspective of customs and from the perspective of customs, the landscape of illicit trade is Malaysia is constantly evolving. It becomes more sophisticated, and then we are facing a lot of challenges, in actual fact. So basically, if you look at illicit trade, in the past, RMCD, in short, for Royal Malaysian Customs Department, we're dealing with a lot of traditional smuggling activities. For instance, the commodities involved are comprising cigarettes, tobacco, drugs, and also liquor. Even up to present, today we are still combating these commodities, but the modus operandi, the scenario of smuggling, it differs from in the old days. In the old days, we are dealing more towards traditional smuggling or direct smuggling. For example, a vessel, a small vessel carrying 300 master cases comes in, and then we do the ambush. But as of today, the scenario, the modus operandi becomes different. It's more towards commercial fraud in a bigger scale. You enter, your large shipment, you might enter through the ports or even the airports. This is another scenario that they don't go through the ports. It's a mother vessel, they'll just anchor at the midstream, and then the cargo will be unloaded to the small vessel or the feeder boats. And then the feeder boats will try to maneuver to go to the shore. That is how the scenario. This is only one of the examples that I'm talking about pertaining to tobacco or liquor smuggling. Apart from that, Customs is a department that is dealing with 178 laws, namely whether it's the main legislation or the subsidiary laws. Because RMCD is being entrusted to deal with the border security, and then that is why there is a lot of laws that we are enforcing in order to prevent the incoming smuggling activities, in order to safeguard the border security and also to maintain the stability of the economies and revenue collection. So, for example, like we are also dealing with a lot of drug cases. Basically, in 2024, we are handling or we managed successfully to seize drugs more than 500 cases. This is one of the primary commodities that we are handling, apart from the traditional commodities like the cigarette and also the tobacco and also the liquor I mentioned just now. In terms of drugs, we are not only dealing with the traditional drugs. We are not only trying to curb or combat the traditional drugs. We are also facing the synthetic drugs. Synthetic drugs is giving us even more challenges. All the substances involved, not all the substances involved is being laid down in legislation become a political use. Some are not listed, meaning to say that it is not listed, so the question arises is, we ponder is, what is the offence being committed? So what we do in terms of dealing with this case, what the method is, we will do a control delivery. We build hope with strategies that we are able to locate the lab, and then we will conduct operation upon that. To further on, we are also dealing a lot with nowadays what we so-called EVS. EVS is subject to Basel Convention. So alone in 2024, we have seized more than 300 containers. 300 containers comprising of e-waste. But basically, when inspection has been conducted on the 300 containers, not all the containers contain e-waste. Instead, a lot of the containers that have been seized being inspected comprising or consist of metal scrap. All these products is subject to permit from the relevant authorities in Malaysia. So basically, to further on, not only this, we are also dealing with a lot of listed species under the CITES. Under the CITES, we have managed to secure the seizure of about 41 cases. 41 cases in 2024 alone. As compared to 2023, it's merely only 21 cases. And then the amount, we're talking about millions. For instance, example, approximately about 6 months ago, we had a sandalwood case in Portland. The amount this second is comprising around, I think, around 70 or 80 million in value of the product that we assist. Another challenge that we observe, in terms of illicit trade is no longer done by individual. Not only the commodities involved become a transnational crime, but the party involved is large case is an organized crime. So that is why we are formulating more secure, more advanced strategies in order to tackle with all these matters. Of course, inclusive in this manner, in terms of strategies, we are also incorporate. One of the important is, apart from international cooperation, we also have interagency cooperation. And then, most importantly, one of the vital elements in this manner is to have information sharing. Information sharing is very crucial so that we are able to secure the case successfully. Basically, that is from the perspective of RMCD in terms of landscape of this threat in Malaysia.
Thank you, Mr. Cheong. Let's move on to Mr. Ahmad.
Okay, thank you, Puan Rozila. Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. Hope our session will be more fruitful and more enjoyable in the afternoon. Even though you have your lunch, I hope you will be with us together along this afternoon. Okay, again, my name is Ahmad bin Shafi'i. I am Section Director of Amla Management in Lembaga Hasil Dalam Negeri. If I would like to tell you about or I want to explain to you about the landscape of illicit trade in Malaysia today, for Lembaga Hasil Dalam Negeri, if you can see the difference, the Royal Malaysia Customs Department, RMCD, right? RMCD is more on physical goods, on physical things that happen, means tobacco, e-waste, something that they are not declared in the border, on the border. But for us, we are more concerned about the money. That is inland revenue. We are more concerned about the money. What do you mean by the money? Means, where does all this good goes? How it been sold? Where is proceed from the selling of this all of this product? do they declare it to the Inland Revenue, or that product will coming into Malaysia and again exported to another country? If I want to make it clear, for lembaga hasil dalam negeri, for Inland Revenue, I always use lembaga hasil dalam negeri because it is more official than Inland Revenue. Okay? The illicit trade is actually, for us, it's a shadow economy. Why lembaga hasil put it is a shadow economy? Because shadow economy cover bigger than illicit trade. Means if you have illegal business and then that money you did not declare to lembaga hasil dalam negeri, then we have a tax loss. Even if you have a legal business, imported goods from China and whatsoever, you have a good business here, but still you are not declaring to the lembaga hasil dalam negeri, to the LHDN, we have a tax loss for our country. Okay, so illicit trade or shadow economy is not just a threat to law and order, it's a silent drain of public resources. Do you understand? Our role is Royal Malaysia Custom and lembaga hasil dalam negeri. What we are doing, we are collecting tax. What do we use of that tax? We use it for the public resources. We use it to pay on your operation, for the police department, for the custom department, for the school, for the road, for the utilities. So any business that being held in Malaysia, but they did not declare or did not try to help this country, we will categorize it in shadow economy or is included in the illicit trade. Okay, the dynamic nature of illegal trading activities not only undermines government revenue, but also creates serious economic and social risk. Okay, now I would like to share about the evolving of the illicit trade. The traditional illicit trade is about the smuggling, just like Tuan Cheong says, smuggling, cigarettes, smuggling, liquors. Yes, the smuggling maybe happens. And maybe goods, we buy a lot from China, you also bought from Shopee, you also bought from TikTok, they offer good price, they offer very competitive price. So the involvement of the illicit trade into the what we means the transaction is going digital, is going e-commerce, is going cryptocurrency, is going digital money. There's a lot of other methods of payment other than normal fiat money. Okay, so the digital transformation and the rise of e-commerce, that is being a very challenging for lembaga hasil dalam negeri to keep up with the current technology. Means we have to know which things or which company or which individual that make a very good sales on what of their product. If you see from the applications, maybe you see TikToks, YouTube, they not only pay you on your selling product, they paying you by viewings, by subscribing, by giving gift. I'm not sure about the gift, but I saw a TikTok when they give a dragon, they will value something, give a heart, value something. Do you aware of it? Do you aware of it? Yes, I think most of you also use TikTok, right? Thank God Americans can use TikTok back there last yesterday the TikTok has been stopped for Americans. Okay. Another thing that mean the landscape of the illicit trade, you see, it doesn't mean bad things. Okay, if you talk about smuggling, we talk about counterfeiting, contraband, that is known to every law enforcement agency. You are well known. That is very illegal activity. But if you talk about something that Tuan Cheong said, e-waste, thank you Tuan Cheong for bringing up e-waste. E-waste is a topic also in lembaga hasil dalam negeri, because if you see how much do you think an e-waste, what we call a factory, what we call the processing, maybe factory of the e-waste can make per year? E-waste can make more than 100 million per year. We take e-waste from the big countries, we process it here, and then the product come from the e-waste can be resale in very high value. But what we should, but the bad side is the pollution of the e-waste are staying in our country. But that's not under lembaga hasil concern. I think we should ask the Jabatan Alam Sekitar maybe. Okay, so e-waste is something that a new era of income in Malaysia. Okay, and then under the environment of illicit trade, shadow economy, there is something behind it. It's just like the role of corruption and the compliance gap. Corruption within the system can significantly undermine effort to combat illicit trade. Criminals syndicate often exploit weaknesses in the enforcement agency to evade tax and facilitate illegal transactions. What do I mean here? If we let go all this income from the illicit trade, it will refinance. Means it will finance the illegal business. Because on the IRB side, if we don't detect this type of income, we don't know they have this income. This income are invested back in the black economy, in the shadow economy. That's why in the what we call in the scenario or in the landscape of the illicit in illicit trade in Malaysia, this is part of it. How they finance their operation, they use back all this illegal money. I think for the presentation is enough and we can go for the next session.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ahmad. I think from the explanations just now, from the explanation by the panelists, we could see that the illicit trade in Malaysia has actually evolved and transcends. Okay, it just not just involves the traditional smuggling. Okay, it now involves other illegal activities and includes all the legal activities as well, camouflaged by the legal activities by the businesses. Okay, and we would like to move on to discuss how to combat this illicit trade and what are the strategies employed by both agencies to eradicate the impact of illicit trade on the national economy. I'll start with you, Mr. Cheong.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Okay, before we proceed to the strategies, to the key strategies, maybe I would like to share a bit of the scenario prior to that. Maybe should I say the successful seizures that we have able to secure. Just highlight a bit the success in 2024. Basically, I believe everyone in this room knows that the role of RMCD is mentioned by Mr. Ahmad just now. The role are the same. The form of taxes that we collect are different. For RMCD, we are collecting indirect taxes, whereby for Inland Revenue Board of Malaysia, we are collecting direct taxes. So basically, in terms of custom, we are going for the commodities, taxable commodities. Of course, when we talk about taxable commodities, we also have to, based on our law, we have to see the classification of the goods, whether the goods is subject to permit or not. If the goods is subject to permit, meaning to say that even though a company, an importer, wish to pay the duty involved, regardless what is the amount, it cannot be done until we obtain the permit. Again, when we talk about permit, or should I say, the common word that we use is, when we talk about import, is prohibition of import. Here is a few schedules pertaining to prohibition of import. The first schedule will be absolute prohibition, meaning to say that if a commodity is being brought in, it falls under the schedule of 1, it is subject to absolute prohibition, then the goods will be seized. If the importer is involved, then the importer will be apprehended for further investigation. So a bit of a statistic. In terms of cases that we obtained in 2024, let's talk about the total cases that we have obtained. It's more than 7,000 seizure cases involving indirect taxes and also smuggling cases. Indirect cases will be mainly misdeclaration or undervaluation and so on. So as I mentioned just now, the few commodities become the priority of RMCD, apart from other CITES, intellectual property right cases. For the tobacco and also for the liquor, totally we have secured our managed to seize more than 3,500 cases. For narcotics, it's more than 500 cases. And also for other products again. But in total seizure, if I may say the value involved in 2024, approximately is more than 1.6 billion. Again, I would like to share, comparing that to 2023 and 2024, the value of seizures is more than 100%. The reason is because we changed our approach. In the old days, or in the past, we know that we got a lot of cases, but we concentrate more on the outlets, because in order to assist the industry so that the GM products will not be harmed by the illicit trade. But in 2024, we changed our approach. We changed to bigger scale. We emphasize on the outcome of the case. We emphasize on the outcome of it because why? No matter how much operation that we have conducted upon the premises, upon the outlets, they even though a lot of successes, but it is not so significant. When we change our approach to emphasize on the outcome, that is why we arrive at the figure of the seizure figure more than 1.6 billion. This is only the seizure case. I'm not talking about the revenue collection. Basically, I think my honorable DG has already published in the press the amount that they have collected, for the year of 2024. Just to note here, to state here, that is the highest amount in the history of RMCD. This is approximately, we are not secret, the figure is 65.57 P for the year of 2024. And we do hope this year we'll be able to gain more successes, not only in terms of revenue collection, but also in terms of combating illicit trade. Basically, in terms of key strategies, I mentioned, firstly, I mentioned that we have changed our approach from output to outcome. Means we are going to target more on big scale syndicates or big scale shipments and so on. Apart from this strategy, as time goes by nowadays, because when we talk about smuggling, it's closely related to organized crime, it's greatly related to transnational crime, cross-border crime. By virtue of this scenario, by virtue of this fact, we are going a lot on international cooperation. That is one of the key success in terms of combating illicit trade. For the year 2024, RMCD is involved more than 10 international operations. So in order, we got a lot of information which will lead to the success of the cases. That one we are talking about international cooperation.
Mr. Cheong, can you just please highlight a few of the international cooperation that we with the international counterparts?
Okay. International counterpart. Basically, one of the key elements is international information sharing towards cooperation. As an example, we have operation name operation Dragon Malaysia Korea. The target is drug cases. Prior in 2024, basically more than 10 Malaysians was nabbed by the Korean customs service because they brought in the smuggled in drugs. Due to that incident, we have an engagement, we have a discussion upon the matter, and we formulate strategies. We have formulated strategies on both sides. Since the drugs is being smuggled from Malaysia to Korea, what we do? We strengthen the checking at the airport and international airport. Example, we concentrate, we target all the flights to Korea. And then, as a result of that, the information related back to Korea after we have conducted the operation, and now it's still ongoing, there are no more smuggled or drug cases in Korea. It is not from us, we have been acknowledged by Korea pertaining to this matter. Apart from international strategy to combat this threat, apart from international cooperation, we also have interagency collaboration with the Central Bank, with the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Operation, with the Royal Malaysian Police, various agencies. Depends on the communities that is involved. And then this interagency cooperation proved that we have achieved a lot of successes in this matter. There are a lot more, not only the external strategies that we involve. We also, just now Mr. Ahmad also talked about corruption. We also have formulated a lot of internal strategies, like job rotation. We are doing a lot of job rotation. We also have a program that is called how to train the officers, to read the behavior of the passengers that comes in, apart from the behavior of our officers, so that we are able to eradicate any problem arises at the preliminary stage. And then we also concentrate on AMLA cases. Formally, we do not do so much on AMLA cases. As I mentioned just now, RMCD is tackling a lot of communities. Even EVS alone, it takes up to consume a lot of efforts because we have to handle more than 300 containers I mentioned just now. I do not want to say that we are short of manpower as a reason for not able to eradicate totally. But these are the strategies we are trying to improve, trying to implement, and new strategies has come in. Especially we are looking at the digitalized devices or system. Example, how to handle the flex scan. Pertaining to tobacco, if you see the ICS report issued by Nielsen, if we compare 2023 to 2024, there was a drop of 0.6%. But if we move back, if we take a period of 5 years from 2020 to 2024, there was a drop of 8.8%, from 63.8% to 55%. So these are the various strategies that we are looking into it. Not to mention, we also conduct 100% inspection upon incoming and outgoing to ensure that import and export containers. We are moving towards centralized intelligence system, not to And also we will try to establish maybe in 5 years' time to set up a centralized screening system. Meaning to say that you can see the cargo at all ports carried or the containers laden upon the trailer. What is the commodities inside? Not to mention, we also do a lot of analysis based on data, based on the liberation documents from time to time. Those are the various strategies that we are implementing at RMCD, and these are ongoing processes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cheong. Okay, from what has been said by Mr. Cheong, we could see that when we talk about illicit trade, actually it exists alongside legal economy, right? Legal businesses, okay? And that, I think, poses the greatest challenge, because you can have legitimate businesses operating legally, regulated by the relevant laws and regulations of the country, but at the same time, it also conducts illegal activities, illegal trade, right? And this is the shadow economy that Mr. Ahmad was talking about.
Right.
And I think it is often associated with the unregistered and unlicensed businesses. I mean, companies or businesses that are operating without registering their income, without legitimizing their businesses under the relevant regulation. So from that perspective, what is the role of Lembaga Secretary, and what is your strategy and so far employed to strengthen this economic resilience facing these challenges?
Thank you, Wan. Okay, on our side of strategy in combating illicit trade and strengthen our economy resilience. If in a normal situation, what we are doing is about investigation, it's about auditing, it's about collaboration, and it's about public awareness and campaign. You have heard all about this all over the year, but still, yet our losses on shadow economy is more than 70 billion per year as reported on our newspaper. Okay, the key of the to strengthen our strategy is actually in 2010, Lembaga Hasil dalam negeri offences was listed in a second schedule of Anti-Money Laundering Act, Papua 2001. Okay, before that time, before 2010, LHDN is all work in silo. You know, when we are not connected to other departments in this country, actually we are working with our limited resources, we are working with our own mindset, we are working with our own style of people. But after 2010, when the Anti-Money Laundering Act comes, and then the Lembaga Hasil joined as an LEA, then we are start connecting ourselves to other departments. The most effective strategy since then is working together, because everybody will hold something about something in this Malaysia. Let's say the Royal Malaysian Customs Department are controlling the border. The KPN are controlling all the business in Malaysia. And then the Royal Malaysian Police, you will control everything about any criminals activity, including drugs, fraud, and other things. So, I think the most important strategy is collaborating between agencies. Okay? If you see, under our Papua framework, will build a strong and effective relationship with key agencies and such as Bank Negara, I forgot to say about Bank Negara Malaysia, the National the National Financial Crime Center, NFCC, and then most of it to the other departments. Under this collaboration, we have developed so many things. Okay. The key is the intelligence. How we want to collect information. How we want to collect information. How information collected. So we have to have very, very good what we mean intelligence system. For lembaga hasil dalam negeri, we have our own developed in-house system. We call it ETP and our 360s. That we collect all the information of wealth. That is a very crucial information in lembaga hasil negeri is the asset held by any individual, held by any company, because under illicit trade or any business such as Puan mentioned before, they have a legal business, and under that they have illegal business, but at the end of the day, they will have a sum of money or revenue or profit from both of those businesses. Okay. What is human tendency? If they have money, they will expand, they will buy, they will have to purchase asset, they have to purchase land, they have to purchase houses, they have to purchase luxury items. If you are very, very rich, you make money, maybe from illegal source, and you not try to use it, better you don't do any illegal activity. Because the money is for spending. So that is how. First, income tax will see anything you spend in this country is under our observation. And then in lembaga hasil dalam negeri, we have a very what we call we have 138 investigators on civil cases. We have 20 on our criminal cases, and we have thousands of people that have been audits. So if you receive our letter for auditing, that is very normal in our activity, and I think we have more than 3,000 officers for doing audits on the company, individual, trust, and any other form of what we mean legal person. Okay. So currently we are also exploring and testing new intelligence system for tracing cryptocurrency transaction. This innovation aims to further strengthen our capabilities and addressing the emerging financial crime risk. Okay, so as for our concern, we are learning a lot from PDRM, Crypto Unit. Thank you, PDRM, and you giving us such opportunity to explore. Because if there is any transaction involved cryptocurrency, we cannot see through the bank. We cannot see through the bank financial intelligence network system, the feeds. It was transacted beyond our capabilities. And now the cryptocurrency also need to be deals what we call physically and under the system, because you have to have both of these trends. Mean, if you want to counter cryptocurrency illegal usage, you have to have the crypto itself. Mean in the possession of the people or in the possession of their device, and we also have to know where the crypto has been going, from who to who, and for what transaction. I think it is basically what IRB is trying to improve in combating illicit trade and shadow economic activity. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So now we can see that actually the players of the illicit trade, I mean, those who engage in illegal activities, illicit trade, they are getting more advanced in terms of their technology and their modus operandi. I think that probably from what has been shared earlier on, it requires, it's logical for the agencies to work together on joint operations and sharing of information. And I think because we are actually tackling not individual perpetrators, but we are also actually more tackling, the players are more on the basis of syndicated operators, right, for those who engage in the illicit trade. I think that's why we need strong collaboration between the agencies and with our counterparts from overseas. So that is on the side of the wide illicit trade and the enforcement strategies that we have employed so far. But I would like to have an opinion from both panelists. When you talk about illicit trade, there must be supply and demand. Okay, so logically there will be no supply if there is no demand. So the demand is by the public, from all of us, right? So do you tackle that aspect? I mean, to break the chain of supply, do you tackle the public? Who is the main reason that there is illicit trade? Because when you talk about illicit trade, that means there will be a supply of counterfeit products, okay, which are cheaper, easier to get, okay, but these products do not comply with the regulations, okay, and it may pose, if it's pharmaceutical product, if it's food, it will pose health hazards to the public. Okay, so in terms of that, how do you make the public aware of the danger or the hazards of engaging in being the person who demands for the supply of illicit goods? So can I start with Mr. Cheong?
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Moderator. So basically, the key strategies that has been highlighted by RMCD, by me, is more on the physical side, to combat illicit trade and so on. But pertaining to your question regarding how to address the issue involving the public, so one of the key elements or one of the strategies that we do is we're conducting campaigns to do public awareness. Previously, we also do a lot of CSR. We do a lot of CSR for the purpose of, in order to gain more listening costs. Listening costs actually is informants, or registered informants. But basically, we are moving more towards intelligent-driven cases as compared to relying on the informants. Coming back to public awareness, we are aware of that. That is why we are doing, we're going to strategize what are the topics or what are the important elements, taking into consideration the interests of the public, taking into consideration the interests of the society. So we are formulating that for example, formally we are, apart from getting more informants, or we are explaining more on the implication or the punitive punishment that is being imposed on the offenders. We are also moving towards public awareness to inform, to educate the public what is the danger if you got involved in this trade, what is the danger if you are using cigarettes that you do not know what is inside, or even the drugs. Drugs not only will hurt. You shouldn't take drugs. You shouldn't treat the drugs like cannabis that is also used in Medicare and other prescription. We will explain the long-term effect, side effect of this type of products. what we are planning. And for the year of 2025, we are also moving towards that. We are going to have more campaign or talks about this matter, so that the public be more aware of the danger of these hazardous products. Thank you.
So that they will become our partners, right? I mean, it's an effort together with the public to make sure that we can stop the activities altogether.
Of course, it has to be together. Otherwise,
Yes.
like in this room, we are talking with the audience present. So when we do public awareness, of course, we have a target group. That is why we don't want to do not to say not a big scale. Sometimes it depends on situation or scenario. It's better to have a target group so that the information being relayed to the targeted group is more effective and more efficient. This is for the RMCD.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, actually, I think Tuan Cheong cover lots of it about public awareness, and then I think the perspective of the lembaga AISSE dalam negeri, we only will say that the illicit trade will impact on your economy. If you support on the illegal business, it will come back to you. It will reduce the country incomes, and it will reduce the budget for the management of the country for the year. Then we will facing a very critical time with a downturn of the economy, because we are not supporting our legal economy if we are supporting all the illegal goods or illegal business. And for the last, I think Miss MC already standing there, so I give back to our moderator. Thank you.
You still have time for the public questions from the public? No, okay, so can I just wrap up the discussion? Okay, so there are several key points highlighted from our discussion just now. Firstly, illicit trade in Malaysia has a great negative impact on our national and global economies. Okay, so that we know. And we now face the shadow economy of illicit trade, whereby the illicit trade being a subset of the shadow economy and undermines the government revenues. And illicit trade in Malaysia also has evolved and transcends. So it does not only cover the smuggling of certain contraband goods, but it also involves other counterfeit goods, human trafficking, illegal trade of wildlife and natural resources. So this also has an impact on our environment. So it's a serious matter. And and due to these factors, there are also negative impacts on the public health, on the environment quality, the security of the nation, and legitimate businesses. Because when you have illicit trade, it will affect the prosperity of the legitimate businesses. Because the black economy will undermine the legal economy. Okay. And both RMCD and Inland Revenue, LHDN, have shared the success of the enforcement strategies employed to curb illicit trade. Both agencies have given proof of the effectiveness of global and international collaboration. So you could see that we can't work alone. Okay? We have to share our information and resources with our counterparts from other countries, and also internally between the agencies, the government agencies. And other than the global cooperation, the enforcement agencies in Malaysia have embarked on various joint operations, as we have already shared just now. So, and the challenges, okay, we can see that there are challenges faced by the enforcement, among which will be, it's like combating a well-organized smuggling networks. Okay, so it's not just individual that you are combating, it's a whole network of illicit trade. Okay, and the businesses and individuals may exploit legal loopholes, okay, to operate in the shadow economy. So we have to encounter this. And there is a technological evolution, and that's why we have to keep on evolving in our technology. so that we can identify the modus operandi, the latest modus operandi adopted by the syndicate. And there is also the public perception, and we need the public to trust in the tax system and also in the customs operation, which is essential for compliance and cooperation. So I think that's about all that I can round out. Is there anything that the panelists want to add up?
No, no.
Okay. All right. So I thank you, everyone, for the attention for the whole 1 hour. And sorry we did not have time for questions from the floor. So I think I would like, on behalf of our organizers, I would like to thank the panelists, and I thank you for the organizer for inviting us. Thank you very much.
Thank you to all moderators and speakers for the information given. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as we draw to the close of today's enlightening and thought-provoking session, I would like to take this opportunity to extend our deepest gratitude and sincere appreciation to our esteemed speakers and moderators for their invaluable insights. The discussion on combating illicit trade and strengthening economic resilience has provided us with important perspective and actionable strategies. As a gesture of our heartfelt gratitude and appreciation, we are honored to invite Senior Commissioner of Police, Rozila bin Salim, to the stage to present tokens of appreciation to our esteemed moderators and speakers. I would like to invite our moderator, Mrs. Rozila binti Mustaffa, to receive the token of appreciation. Mr. Cheong, and last but not least, Mr. Ahmad bin Shafi'an. Thank you, sir. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you and Assalamualaikum. Ladies and gentlemen, you are invited to have your tea break at the exhibition hall.